Here we go. Saw him splashing around over there. I got to get over there with the rest of them. A little whopper plopper, getting them this morning. White bass that time. The one thing about this lake is these spotted and white bass will run together, so if I find white bass hitting, I'll get the spotted bass too. Now, settle down. You always got to be careful with the treble hooks. I've been hooked before out here by myself. It's no fun. You got to get the hook out. If you can't find anybody to help you, you got to do it yourself. I'm out here in probably 30 foot of water and they're hitting top water, so they're really active up on the surface today. He just kept coming back for it. They're literally splashing. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're splashing here right by the boat. Give this thing a big splash. I mean, they are right here. It's going crazy. Surprised they didn't get a hit there. I give it a big splash, get their attention. Just kind of scoot it along and splash it. See if I get one of them to commit. I can see them on the graph. They're all over the place. There's a spot. Like I say, they run with them. You find those white bass, these spotted bass they're all eating the same stuff, and they just run with them. And yeah, they're really fun to catch, I tell you. Topwater is obviously a fun thing. This guy's got me all sorts of I don't know what. I'll get him out of there. There we go. So, Whopper Plopper 75 is working this morning. Hey everybody, it's Dalton. I want to talk to you about, topwater, and I want to talk to you about the fall transition. First of all, topwater. I simplify my topwater baits. This one here that has just been dynamite today, it's the first time I've caught fish on it. I ordered it. It's the Whopper Plopper 75. It's the smallest Whopper Plopper, and it just worked great today. I throw it on 40-pound braid. I was throwing my topwaters on 30-pound braid. I've bumped up to 40-pound braid. And I got to tell you, it just worked great. One of the things about topwaters, if you think about topwater, colors to me are just super simple. I don't complicate my colors. Basically, I throw 4 colors. I throw either a bone color, a white, a yellow, or a straight black. Think of a topwater bait that the top of the bait is for you and the bottom of the bait is for the bass. So I want the bottom of the bait to be one of those 4 colors I just mentioned. If I'm in real dirty water, I'll go straight black. But the top of the bait is for me. So using a yellow bait like this, casting it way out there, I'm able to see this bait. If that bait disappears, there's a reason. It's a floating bait. I've got a bass. So using the bright colors really help in these conditions where, I mean, this is perfect topwater right here. I've got wind, I've got some cloud cover, fog, doesn't get any better than that. And just moving the bait really fast. We're heading into the fall transition. Let me tell you what the fall transition means to me, or when it starts. It starts with daylight. Right now at this lake, sunrise is at 6:33 in the morning. A few weeks ago, it was much earlier than that. At my house, it's starting to get dark earlier. Instead of it being really light at 8 o'clock at night, it's already starting to get dark. That to me is when the fall transition starts. In about a month or so, month and a half, we're going to have a time change. I don't worry about the time change. Your daylight is going to start changing morning and evening as we get closer and closer to that. And what happens is it's going to start cooling the water down. Right now, this water is 78 degrees. But the less sunlight we have, the cooler that water is going to get, and the more active these bass are going to be feeding as they get ready for winter. So I'm going to use a lot of fast-moving baits, particularly things like whopper ploppers, buzz baits, really fast-moving topwater baits, because these bass are keying in on chasing. So it's really simple for me, topwater. My color selection's simple. If they slow down on my whopper plopper, but they're still slapping at it, I'll tie a walking bait on, like a Zara Spook or a Berkeley Jaywalker, and I'll slow my topwater presentation down, and I'll still get them that way. Fall is a great time for topwater. There's a lot of baits, and we're going to talk about it in the coming weeks, but this is one of the good ones right here. A whopper plopper, Berkeley Chapo. If you're new into bass fishing, you're just starting out with topwater, get you one of these. You can't go wrong. Chuck and wind it. You're going to catch bass. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is the morning time bite here at the lake. I was here a week ago. If you saw my last video, there was smoke everywhere. It's all cleared up out here. I don't smell any smoke. Got some beautiful fog. On the other end of the lake, we're getting some sunlight, so I'm going to go over there and see what's going on and just enjoy the day. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll talk to you next time.